Guys, and welcome back to the Damian Oliver Show. This morning, I want to talk to you about speaking truth, and it's highly important, especially when you're asking for advice. You know, if you're coming to a person and you're only telling half of what happened and you're not necessarily telling them your contribution, the other person's contribution, it's hard for them to give you unbiased feedback because the truth is somehow missing within that discussion. So if you want the best advice there is, it's real simple. You have to tell your involvement in the situation. What did you say that has the other person reacting, or just saying some foul stuff that has the conversation getting to a point of no resolved? And you know, we're all triggered in different ways, right? And the best way to have conversation is just to listen. Once you're listening, then you'll be able to understand tone, you'll be able to understand delivery, and you'll be able to get the other person's point of view, whether or not you're upset. And I do not suggest having conversations while you're highly upset, because at that point it's all intelligence, all dignity, you know, and a lot of infections are going to happen at that point if you're having conversation at a place where you're heated. So it's always best and recommended that you step away from a conversation if it gets too emotional, because emotions are not facts. If we lead by emotion, that is a terrible recipe for any type of conflict resolution there is. So you have to be able to take your emotion out of any discussions and just lay the fact, right? These are the facts. This is how I'm feeling, right? And if you talk from that place of how you're feeling, it's easier for the other person to open up and have more constructive dialect with you. But if it's saying that you are making me feel a particular way, that's you not taking ownership and you're pushing that agenda on the other person. So at no point that person is not going to take it personal and become defensive. So if you work on just your delivery, your listening, and just your compassion, and take away emotion from any kind of conversation you're having, it will lead more to a resolution. But if you keep bringing the emotional part about it and just saying things that, just gaslight and let the other person be triggered, that's just a conversation that's not going to be resolved, and it's pointless at that point.